Hello there, Justice League fans! As we know, the DC Universe has returned with another blend of our favorite superheroes near the start of this year. Except what many of us don't know yet is that this bang isn't a bang at all. Drum rolls? It's a roar. Staged in the prehistoric world where humans are less and dinosaurs more, we see the new remake of Justice League named the Jurassic League. The Jurassic League does something very different than other remakes. Apart from taking an outlandish premise and running with it, Jurassic League maintains its focus on each member being uniquely built from scratch. Each member of the Justice League comes back with a different face and familiar stories. Don't get me wrong, this comic series is anything but repetitive. It takes you high, like Superman's flight, and underground like the Batman's cave. In this case, it's slightly more serious since dinosaurs are involved. From getting the right scent to following tracks, the makers of the Jurassic League take in every detail to create this alluring, intense, and wrecking-worthy make through its comics. In this video, we'll explore different members of the Jurassic League and their origins. We'll also dissect what is so different about each character that makes it so memorable. Without further ado, let's start with the one we love the most. Before we go into our explanation, we have a very small request. If you like our content, please support us by subscribing to our channel. This is a small click for you, but for us it means a lot. Thank you, and let's begin. Batwalker. Batwalker is the Tyrannosaurus version of Batman who appears in the first issue of the Jurassic League comic series. Batwalker, like Batman, protects the city of Groatham and has enmity with Jokerzard. This alluring version of Batman sets on a mission to find the person responsible for the killings in the city. These killings were not the work of a carnivore, as the killer preyed on small beasts which could have been for no other reason but pleasure. His search leads him to a giant tree filled with bodies of small dead pieces hanging as if they were pieces of art being held together to make a masterpiece. This is when Batman, or Batwalker in our version, comes face to face with Jokerzard. They have an intense clash, and Batwalker remembers his scent from the time when he sees a toddler, who he refers to as a small beast, crying over his parents' bodies. The same smell was present when Batwalker's parents died, meaning he was there when they were killed mercilessly, or worse, he had killed them. Meanwhile, Jokerzard disappears, much to Batwalker's dismay. This part of the plot is taken from Batman's real story, where he learns that Joker has killed his parents. Back in 1989, Tim Burton caused a little bit of a stir in the comic book nerd community when his film Batman revealed that Jack Nicholson's Joker was the one who killed Batman's parents. There are speculations regarding this, as many sources also suggest that Joe Chill, a mugger, was the real murderer. Jurassic League takes inspiration from this and connects Joker and Batman in a unique way, which is much anticipated. Supersaur. Supersaur, much like Superman, was an alien dinosaur who landed on Earth as an egg. Superman, as we know, was from Krypton and lived and fought on Earth, accepting his family here. Supersaur follows a similar story. He is an alien dinosaur who lands on prehistoric Earth, where a couple adopts him and cares for him as their own. He was sent when his planet was crumbling and his father had no hope. He creates a message for his son, saying he hopes that there is love in this unknown land, and even if Supersaur never finds love, he will spread it. In this version, he fights for his adopted human family and any issues they face in the place called Metropolis. His primary enemy in the series is the Dark Embryo, someone who remains an unknown yet looming threat. We will get into how Supersaur develops in the comic series in a few minutes. Wonder Dawn. Wonder Dawn, as you can guess just by the name, is a Triceratops version of Wonder Woman. Wonder Dawn is from the planet Themyscira and suffers from different premonitions and visions of Earth. Her mother, knowing what fate is propelling her towards, explains the story of her ancestors, which involves protecting Earth, especially from alien powers. The rich history also includes Ares, the god of war himself, and how he was defeated by them. The whole community had sworn to never use weapons. She also adds about Wonder Dawn being the chosen one for this mission, since she can see these visions, which are regarding the turmoil on Earth. She leaves for Earth, starting the thrilling journey of Wonder Dawn, the wonderful Triceratops from Themyscira. Wonder Woman, as you already know, is also from another planet with an ancestral history that connects her with Earth. She's blessed by Greek gods and made with clay by Aphrodite herself. Her story follows the war she needs to fight to protect Amazon. However, Earth later becomes her home. Jurassic League focuses on bringing the powers to Wonder Woman in the very first issue of this comic, though the stories change, highlighting the importance of this character. Aquanix. Aquanix is the dragon version of Aquaman. The comic issue doesn't explore Aquaman's origin as such. Instead, it focuses on his fight against Black Mantisaurus, who belonged to the prehistoric era. In Jurassic League, we see Aquanix in the vision of Wonder Dawn for the first time before we see him in live action. Aquanix has a trident and fights with his oceanic allies, much like Aquaman. He saves humans, or fleshlings as they say, from creatures that arise from the inky depths of the ocean, but he does this only when oceanic creatures are harmed. In this comic, another character of a dolphin named Matilda is explored, who is harmed on multiple occasions by different dinos, propelling Aquanix to fight. Overall, he's taken more from Aquaman than other Justice League heroes. Green Torch and Flash Raptor. Green Torch and Flash Raptor are, as you can guess, Green Arrow and Flash. The comics need to discuss their origins, which is rather unfortunate. We would love to know their origins as well. Anyway, they appear in the comics in between and join hands with the other League members when tragedy hits. They are first seen in the third issue of the comic series, fighting against Black Mantisaurus, an evil who preys on humans on the coast and wishes to conquer the world. Adventure story of the Jurassic League. When Batwalker and Supersaur become friends. Jurassic League explores the confluence of superheroes, or super dinosaurs, against the dark embryo that threatens to end all life on Earth. This story starts with Batwalker, who protects the city of Growltham. As we already know, he meets Jokerzard and the Small Beast, which is a human toddler, as he fights Jokerzard. The Small Beast follows Batwalker wherever he goes, not leaving his side for a second. This is when he starts searching for his parents' killer. On the other hand, Supersaur has been living with his human family, protecting them all his life. But one fine day, Supersaur sees Brontosaurus and Giganta attacking small human settlements, especially his human parents. He tries to stop them, but he cannot meet their force. Batwalker, who is close by, also interferes with his Small Beast, but the notorious Brontosaurus and Giganta escape. This is when we see what is much anticipated through the comics. Batwalker and Supersaur join hands. They decide to stop Brontosaurus and Giganta, but each has a different intention. Batman wants to know the whereabouts of Jokerzard and take revenge, while Supersaur wants to bring back his human parents and protect them. They unite and fly away in search of two mighty dinosaurs with an ulterior motive. Wonder Dawn, the Catalyst and Congregate. Wonder Dawn, who has had visions for most of her life, has just left Themyscira, the Earth of Gods, with a history with Ares to come to Earth and fight evil. She notices the two notorious dinosaurs from high up in the sky and asks their whereabouts. As Brontosaurus misbehaves, she attacks them, stalling them until Batwalker and Supersaur arrive. The three unite and defeat the two dinosaurs, protecting the humans. Batwalker is about to kill Brontosaurus when Wonder Dawn stops him. She hands him the lasso, a weapon that makes the holder speak the truth. They learn about the dark embryo, which was not hatched yet and awaits to be at full power by feeding on humans as fuel and will soon loom over Earth, not even leaving ruins. Batwalker and Supersaur's dissonance. After hearing about the dark embryo, Batwalker walks out of the trio as his aim is simple: eradicate Jokerzard, who has killed his parents. He is accompanied by the Small Beast from Jokerzard's cave and lives with Batwalker afterwards. Supersaur and Wonder Dawn make their way back to the human settlement. Wonder Dawn can't help but hope that Batwalker decides to change his mind. She thinks if it were Themyscira, no one would think twice before trusting another and feels that Batwalker should also give us a chance. Aquanix and Black Mantisaurus: The Showdown. In the first issue, we see Black Mantisaurus and Aquanix fight, not because Black Mantisaurus attacked human settlements, but because he attacked Matilda, Aquanix's dolphin. We later see Green Torch and Flash Raptor are attacked while they're with Aquanix by Atrosaurus, Jokerzard, Giganta, and Reginald. They fight back with all their might, but Black Mantisaurus escapes as he is wounded. Aquanix follows him as his trident is still inside Black Mantisaurus' back. He sees Black Mantisaurus plead before a huge egg for healing him, but instead, a hand from inside the egg grabs him and devours him, throwing the trident out. Aquanix prepares for battle against an unknown foe when Green Torch and Flash Raptor arrive. They leave the cave just in time as the egg hatches and a dark dinosaur who calls himself Dark Ilocide arrives. He is an ankylosaurus who lives beyond the stars and has devoured worlds when he was nothing but an egg. Batman and Joker. A short story? While Batman searches for Jokerzard, he sees this giant making its way up to the skies. Instead of fighting, he sees Jokerzard and his aim is clear. The Small Beast runs ahead, finding tracks to the forest center. Batwalker tells him to be cautious, but it's too late, as Jokerzard has captured the Small Beast. Batman runs behind them, this time not just for revenge, but for his Small Beast, who's now someone he cares for. Supersaur, Dark Ilocide, and the Sugar Sweet End. As Darkilocide makes his way to the House of Gods and of Wonder Dawn, Themyscira, Wonder Dawn asks for Super Sor to accompany her as her home is in danger. Super Sor refuses as he needs to stay here to protect his human family. Wonder Dawn goes alone back to Themyscira. This breaks the trio completely and fans await them to reunite. This is when Super Sor learns about his true origins through his human father and understands that he wasn't meant to stay back but to fight. And fight he does, but not alone this time. Wonder Dawn holds back Darkilocide as Super Sor and Aquanix, Green Torch, and Flash Raptor join them. Meanwhile on Earth, the troops of Darkilocide create havoc. This is when the humans see a birdie in the sky, except it is no bird but a bat. Batwalker tries holding off the dinosaurs, and though humans say they can help, he tries to fight alone. He is defeated repeatedly and refuses to give up. This is when humans come together and throw spears, freeing Batwalker. Batwalker realizes that he is never alone. He just never let anyone in. They fight together, and for the first time, Batwalker feels happy. In Themyscira, Darkilocide must refuel as he didn't expect resistance from the Jurassic League. He re-enters Earth to not kill more humans, but to eat his troops. He kills Jokerzard and many other dinosaurs. The Jurassic League fights Darkilocide, but are of no match. Their coordinated attacks barely touch the surface of his skin. That is until Super Sor takes matters into his own hands and throws a punch so powerful that Darkilocide meets his end. Super Sor kills him in the same volcano he appeared from, finally realizing that he is meant for greatness, and that comes from giving love. Marvelous verdict. To summarize, the Jurassic League is an exciting adventure transforming your favorite superheroes into fantastic dinosaurs. It's like a roller coaster for dinosaurs that you don't want to miss. This comic series is jam-packed with action and heart, from Batwalker's fight for justice to Super Sour's poignant adventure and Wonder Dawn's vow to safeguard Earth. Combining Aquanix's aquatic prowess with the dynamic pair of Green Torch and Flash Raptor, you have a recipe for dinosaur-powered brilliance. But it's not only about individual heroes when they face up against the enigmatic Dark Embryo. The Jurassic League demonstrates the true strength of collaboration. This is a war of epic dimensions. If you want to have a jaw-dropping, claw-slashing, wing-flapping good time, the Jurassic League is the comic series for you. Prepare to be astonished as you join this prehistoric league of exceptional heroes. And if you liked our content, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to us if you haven't already. Have a good one and be safe. Thanks everyone.